two, three, four.
If you're new here, I'm Siebes,
And I'm Tiff.
and this is Off the Record. We are basically diving into your anonymous stories, your bad decisions, and the most unhinged relationship and life takes.
Nothing is off limits, and we will judge you a little bit.
If you've got a story or need advice, you guys can send in your stories and we will be reading them live.
So before we get into the chaos of the week, I feel like we should let you guys get to know us a little bit more first. Because we're about to sit here and judge everyone else, I only feel it's fair that if you get to judge us first.
This is one that seems to be a regular occurrence. What is your reaction when someone changes plans last minute?
Oh, rager. I hate it. I absolutely hate when somebody cancels on me. I think it shows that you don't have respect for me. If I've gotten ready and it's like 30 minutes before, an hour before, I don't care. You're getting it taken out on you. If you do it the day before, oh, I love you. You had respect enough for me to let me know in advance where I am not planning my day around this. So if you're canceling on me last minute and I plan nothing else, I'm going to be angry. No,
So
if
there's
you're
zero
sick, I
grace.
can understand. But it can't be like fake, oh, I'm not feeling well. I can't make it. You better have a good reason. Okay, so how do you feel if plans change last minute? Are you more forgiving of somebody?
It depends. So like this is where my like ADHD kind of comes into play and the side of it that nobody really talks about. If I have plans, then I'm basically reframing my entire day around those plans, regardless of what it is. So it's like,
Yeah.
even if I have like a doctor's appointment or something like in the afternoon, like I'm literally counting down the hours. Okay, so like if
Yep.
my plans are at like 3, then like I have to leave by 2 and I have to be in the shower by like 12 and I have to be putting on my makeup by 1. Like that's how my brain works. Like even though I don't
Yep.
necessarily take that long to get ready, like that's how it works. So it's like canceling last minute is really tough on me mentally because I'm like, I just spent the whole day getting ready. But at the same time, I do understand that things happen and you can't control things. As long as there's a good amount of notice, like as much as possible, like there's forgiveness. But if it's like a consistent canceling last minute, then that's when it's like, okay, no, I'm
What's
good.
going on? Yeah, okay. I feel you on
Yeah.
that one.
What can someone do to like make you feel like secure in a relationship?
I need words. If I don't have words, then I overthink and I feel insecure. Because if somebody's with me and they're like not verbally telling me how they feel about me, I'm just left guessing.
Hmm.
And then obviously I love affection. I love being like handheld. Freaking kiss me when you see me, show me that you care about me.
I
I
feel
need
like
to be
I'm the
smothered.
opposite. I'm like, show me you love me by not touching me.
I was just about to say, if you don't like being touched, how do you like feel secure in the relationship?
When someone goes out of their way to make you a part of their routine, like not just like a good morning because that's just what they're used to, but like a good morning when they really mean it. When they say that when they really mean it, then that's how I feel secure.
That is so valid. I don't want you to just text me good morning because you think I expect it. I want you to text me good morning because you want to. You want to talk to me. You want to say, hey, I hope you're having a great day. You're right. If they don't want to talk to me, they don't have to. But do I want you to? Yes. See, your thing is that Siebes is not an affectionate person. And
I'm not. So I guess kind of going on the track of showing people care, if someone does too much, it's an ick. So there's like a
oh, yeah.
borderline. Like there's a gray area for sure. What is something someone can do, even if it's like small, that kind of gives you the ick?
I have like everyday icks like bad hygiene, not brushing their teeth, men in sandals or flip flops, those kind of things.
Oh my god. Okay, men in sandals. Okay, wait. It depends. Birkenstocks are okay. Like the two strap
Okay.
Birkenstocks are okay. But men in any other sandals, I can't.
We're talking about the
I can't
thongs
do
with
it.
like toes out. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Ugh, put your
Ugh.
dogs away.
Weren't
You know what gives me the ick? And Tiff is gonna be like, that's my favorite. Like, I can
go
already
ahead.
tell.
Go ahead.
I hate compliments. Not that I hate them, but it's like when that's the only thing you can say to me. No. I remember talking to this guy, and oh my God. I remember it was just constant, and it wasn't even like a very long conversation. It was just, oh my God, you make me speechless. You're so pretty. You're so hot. Blah, blah, blah. It was
Ugh.
everything. At one point, I was like, are you going to get to know me? I was like, so when do the compliments stop? Like, when do you
Yes.
want to have a conversation here? Like,
Yes.
what? What?
I'm with
I'm
you.
like, how does it go through someone's brain that like that's how you start a relationship?
Yeah, 100%. I
So
get it because get to
good.
know me. I understand you
Yes.
want my body, but that
Please.
comes later. Show me that you like me. Get to know my
Yeah.
brain first. Like, I literally will reply and be like, ew. Or I'll troll them so hard. I literally, like, that's such a turn off because that just shows me that
Gross.
you're looking for, as I would say it, Steve's just gonna have to blur this. You're gonna have to blur this out. That just means you're looking to get your pee pee wet.
I posted a video about this and it got traction because people were like, because I said something about like how I don't do small talk. I can't. I hate it. There's no like ugh. Okay, so on the train of icks, what is something that you tolerated longer than you should have?
You know me. There's not even specifics because I tolerate so much. I literally will make every excuse for you. I will say blah blah blah. They care about me though. They're going through something right now. I am the kind of person that I will say this over and over again. I don't give up on people until like you hurt me so bad and do me so dirty. I will literally tolerate everything, but I am the also type of person that will tell you when you do something wrong or like if it hurts me. I might let it build up a bit, but if it gets to a point where I'm like, hey, this is just blatantly disrespectful, then I'll tell you about it and see if you fix it. Then if you do it again, I'll probably still tolerate it. So
Probably. Okay. Well, I feel like that tells you guys a lot about us already. But speaking of that,
before we get into the chaos tonight, we're going to do a quick real life check in because I feel like we come on here and we just start talking and you guys don't actually know what's been going on during the week for us. So this is going to be our weekly recap, but not boring like the real version of it, where we're just chatting about it and getting to know, what's going on with each other. And you guys can be there with us.
so I guess Tiff, like, what was some good moments this week? Like, what were some like small things that I guess made your week better or good?
Hmm. First thing that comes to my mind is I was stressing about something I needed to tell my sister. And I guess I was stressing so hard about her being negative, and then I told her and she was like positive and happy about it. So I guess that like made my week better. It made me feel good after. So how about you? What would you say have been some good highlights of your week? Tell us about, sorry, maybe not. Go ahead, tell me, and then I'll ask.
Okay. Highlights of my week. Well, it was Bo's birthday yesterday. For those of you who don't know, Bo is my dog. We didn't do anything too crazy. Thank you. He turned 2.
Yay.
Which is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, we posted finally our video from last week for Off the Record, which was our first ever full recording. So that's on YouTube and Spotify. So
Yeah.
go give it a follow, give it a listen. But yeah, what were some of your lows this week? Like, what were some things that like annoyed you, or something that kind of like threw off your week?
Ugh. You ever have a friend that just calls you and wants to tell you all of their negative problems and their crybaby stuff? This week has been one of them weeks where my friend, they just are calling me with a, I'm breaking I break up with her. I broke up with her again. We broke up again, blah blah blah. Oh my goodness. That just throws off the vibe because then I'm like, listen, stop calling me homie. I'm over it. I don't want to hear about your girlfriend problems anymore. But then again, like I am that person, so but yeah, that threw me off this week. Yeah, I know I'm so mean. But how many I don't know how you listen to me. How do you listen to me complain and shit all the time?
I'm like, I just don't understand how people like live their lives like that. Like, how can you live your life with just like putting yourself in misery daily? Yeah.
Like they'll complain about stuff and there's a clear solution to it and you suggest it and they're like, no.
Except this one.
This
I'll be
one,
like, hey, here's a solution. And then she's like, yeah. And then I'll be like, hey, did you do it? No.
no. Me having excuses for everybody, you know? Always having excuses. Forgiving. I'm too forgiving. What else happened throughout the week? I'll think about it. Tell me what's something bad or what upset you this week.
Long story short. No, I don't know if I can really say that.
You can't.
It's
you
not
can't.
it's not crazy tea or anything. I just like can't say anything about it. But that kind of pissed me off. You guys will hear about it probably
Yeah.
at some point, but yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That'll have to be a
Nothing
whole
too
ass
crazy.
story one day. Okay. Wait, so for this part, I'm gonna need you guys, okay? We're gonna do red flags versus green flags, but you don't get to sit there and watch. You're gonna be voting with us, okay? We got a poll going in the chat. Well, we will be having a poll in the chat. So for each one, you decide if it's a red flag or a green flag.
Yeah. Okay. First one. This is my favorite one. So they don't text much, but they're great in person.
They don't text much, but are great in person. Whew. I personally love a great texter. So if you're not texting me, I'm going to assume you hate me, okay? And you don't want to talk to me. Obviously, being in person with somebody, talking to them, I need also good communication. But I don't know. Let me hear your point of view. Come on, cuz I know you're different than me. You don't need text messages.
I think that it is actually really nice when someone isn't glued to their phone. If someone's busy, then like, great. I'm so happy that I don't have to entertain you all of the time. Like I said too, I don't do small talk. So I think having someone that just texts when they're available and they really mean it is like so much more of a green flag for me. So like if I had to choose, it would be a conversation in person rather than someone that texts a lot.
Okay. I get that though because texting with intention rather than like, "Hey, how are you? Oh, it's so nice out today." Like I do get bored by that. I don't need that every day. Like I'd rather have meaningful conversation, I guess, through text message. And I suppose you can't have that every day because how much do you have to talk about? Like if we're in person and the conversation is amazing, I'm going to enjoy you more. I'd rather have a good time in person with you. I do like text messages though. Maybe it is a red flag. I don't know. I okay. I feel like you don't need to text me a lot throughout the day if you're busy. Like you said, just communicate that with me. Hey, I'm gonna have a busy day today. You're not gonna hear from me a lot.
So I think we've decided that doesn't text much but great in person is a 40% red flag and a 60% green flag. Interesting.
Yes. Yeah, I can see it from both sides though, so I can see why it's almost like divided. All right, guys, we're gonna need you to lock in on this one because I feel like this could be a big conversation starter, okay? You guys ready? So they want to split everything 50-50. Sound off chat. I want to know what you think of this one because this is very interesting.
I just see somebody being like, "Hey, I drove to your house. Gas was $5. Can you send me $2.50?"
Yes, I've seen that before. I've seen it.
Oh my god.
I have literally seen people that are so petty like that, and I'm like, Why are y'all together? Like, they're asking for money to come see you. Did they not want to come see you? Like, what the helly? I think it's a red flag. Because if you're inviting me to a date but expect me to pay for half the bill,
I think I can see like both perspectives on this. Like especially as a woman, like in the like I don't know. I don't know if it'd necessarily be a red or green flag. I feel like it's beige. We live in a world where everything is so expensive now. For one person, even if it is the man, it's it's expensive. I don't know. I guess like it depends on how strict they are about it. If they're like at the restaurant, I'll use me for example. I had someone over and I ordered food, and like that was fine. And then the next time they ordered food. Like I feel like in that way, like it's not like we sat there and talked about it. Like it just is what it is. Um
yeah.
but yeah, I think like just trying to be equals as much as possible.
I think I agree with Nick when it comes to like living expenses, like rent, electricity, groceries. I think that should be shared 100%. I want to be cared for. I know that sounds maybe stupid, but like I don't know how to explain this correctly without coming off the wrong way. Like I feel like a man should have man roles. Maybe I'm more traditional in that sense and it sounds horrible, but
Yeah, I mean, like it is nice, like being a woman and just having someone like take care of you 100%. Like, who wouldn't want that, right? But yeah, like living expenses, yeah, like even with living expenses, I don't think should be 50-50. Like, yeah, shared 100%. But like, if someone makes, let's say, $100,000 and the other person makes $30,000, splitting your rent 50-50 is like
not
why?
gonna work. Yeah.
Like I feel like it should be like 70-30. So I think we're split at 80% red flag and 20% green flag.
Hey, I kind of expected that one.
Okay, on to the next. Ooh. Ooh, okay. They take a long time to open up emotionally.
Ah, if you're taking too long to emotionally open up to me, you probably are losing me. Ah, because I'm not gonna spend 2 months trying to fucking. You're a hard rock, and I'm trying to like pick at you, and you're not giving me what I want. Then you're probably gonna lose me. I feel like if somebody's not opening up emotionally, then you're left. Say it takes 2 months for them to feel comfortable with you and open up emotionally. I'd rather get to know you on emotional level, like deeper, than just surface level. Surface level conversation can be boring long term. I don't know. What do you think, Siebes?
Buckle in.
Buckle
I'm just
in,
kidding.
homies. Let's see.
Buckle up. Okay. This is my thing. And I actually talked about this with my friend the other day. Let's say someone comes in and is 100% emotionally available, talking about emotions right away. My question is, how long is that actually sustainable in a normal person's life? Because I can guarantee you, someone coming in at 100% right away, you're going to be like a couple weeks in, and that's going to dip, and all hell's going to break loose. You're going to be like, what did I do? Where did I go wrong? There's no actually getting to know that person over time. You get everything all right up front in one go. You don't actually get to know that person. What I've noticed is that when someone comes in at 100% availability emotionally, mentally, anything, like
Yes.
you can't sustain 100% of the time. There's no way. There's
No.
absolutely no way. So if someone starts at 0%, then there's a little bit of mystery, and I'm like, oh, I want to know more. And then you get to gradually get to know that person. And then eventually you get to that 100%, right? But then if it fluctuates from 100% to like 80 or 50 or whatever it is, then like that's okay because you've already experienced that and you've still experienced that person going up to that 100%. So like
Yes.
if someone gradually makes those changes and makes that effort, that's way more sustainable than like coming in 100% right away.
You're telling me this and it's making me think of somebody that I went on a date with, and they've actually become my friend because we met and they emotionally trauma dumped on me. And I was like, wait a minute. He's mentally unstable. This is not what I'm interested in.
Right.
But that doesn't mean if they take a long time to open up emotionally. Okay, so if they're not taking too long to open up emotionally, it doesn't mean they have to trauma dump. It
Mhm.
could be slow. We're just using hypotheticals, but in this instance, he trauma dumped on me, and it was so unattractive to me. I'm like, you have trauma. You're still in love with so and so. I'm not interested, and I had to tell them, like, I'm not going to see you anything more than just a friend. And we have become great friends. Gave me almost the ick. So I can see it from your point of view, but just because they're opening up slowly, it doesn't mean they're trauma dumping.
Trauma dumping is a little bit different. Like Nick saying, like I think emotional availability isn't the exact same as opening up about deep trauma and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, it's definitely like a part of it, right? Like being emotionally available is like you being open to emotions, but also on top of that, being open to, I guess, like getting to know someone emotionally, which means getting to know that like deep trauma as well. Trauma dumping on the first time, like, yeah, it's a red flag, 100%. But like slowly getting to know somebody is completely different. So I think like it's such a green flag for me when it just slowly progresses.
I'm a little shocked by the outcome of this. I mean, we got 40 red, 60 green. My mouth fell open when I saw that. I'm surprised. So people would rather get somebody to open up slowly to them rather than right away. Okay, guys. We got the poll reset. Are you guys ready for this next one? Okay, they post you a lot on social media. I am so curious why I feel like all the men in the chat are saying red flag. I'm so curious why you think it's a red flag. Oh, CBs. You think it's a red flag too? Okay, I'm curious. Share with me, guys. I need to know why.
I think it's a red flag because it's like, who are you showing off for? Like, my instant thought would be like, okay, what person, who are you trying to get back?
Ooh.
Because if you feel secure in a relationship, you do not feel the need to post about them all the time. Ain't no way.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, but what about me, for instance? I would post like once every 3 months. And typically it would be like something big, like, oh, we went to Puerto Rico and it would have my partner in it. Or 3 months later, we went on a cruise and it had my partner in it. Because I'm not posting so often, but every
That's not a
post
lot.
typically would have my partner.
A lot would be
That's
like
not a
if you
lot.
post every 3 months and then all of a sudden you're posting like back to back photos of like you and your partner.
Okay, I see. I don't know how I feel about this one because I think that like you should post that you have a partner. Um, I don't know that it needs to be known on social media, but I don't. I'm at a loss here. I don't know how I feel. You know what? I think I have to agree with you guys because I'm thinking about somebody specific that I know that they post to their partner constantly, and it is out of pettiness and it is out of spite to get other people talking. And it it's giving red flag. It's giving you want somebody to be jealous of you, or you are trying to show off, or you're not doing it with pure intentions. You're not posting because you care about your partner or that you want to share this moment. It's because you're doing it out of spite of somebody else, which is giving ugly and like you're jealous.
Yeah.
Looks like we all agree here that it's a red flag.
Had to
Wow.
do it.
I like that.
So I guess next question, I feel like we're kind of thinking the same thing. Is it a red flag or a green flag if your partner doesn't post you on social media?
I think somebody who doesn't post a partner has something to hide, just like you said. Why don't you want to post your partner? Are you hiding it? Or do you don't want other girls on social media to see it? Um, It's like the opposite of posting your partner too much. Like, you're posting them too much. Is it for a reason? I think it just means you're like shady or hiding something. Like on Facebook, it says in a relationship. If you have that on your profile and you're just not somebody that's active on social media, that's good. That's great. It shows you're in a relationship. People know it. But if you're super active on social media and your profile always says not in a relationship, but you've been in a relationship for 6 months.
Okay, so what is this? 75% red and 25% green. So it's a 75% red flag if someone doesn't post their person. Well, that was super interesting. Some of those didn't even seem like they were really like that bad, but I guess more so in real life. Like some of those situations could probably turn into full blown like chaos. Um, so we have pulled some stories from Reddit so you can see how some of these crazy red flags and green flags play out. Do talk a lot about like the red flag and toxic behavior, and I feel like sometimes we don't really see it until you actually like hear the stories from real life people. So we have pulled some real stories from Reddit and we're going to go through them and chat about them and react because I think some of these things people ignore in real life, and I want to know what you guys would do in some of these situations.
Let's get into the first one, guys. Okay, so I have a daughter with my ex wife. Sometime after our divorce, I started dating someone else. When she and I had been dating for about a year, she told me that she was pregnant. A few days later, she told me that she got an abortion. Sometime after that, she was mad at me about something, and she told me that the reason she aborted our child was because she thought I was a terrible father to my daughter. We broke up shortly after that, but she continued to send me harassing messages afterwards for months. In a moment of weakness, I asked her why she continued to harass me when we had shared so much, including almost having a child together. And she admitted that she was never pregnant, and she said that because she thought I wasn't paying enough attention to her.
Wait, what?
Listen, let me reread that last part because I think we all need to hear this. I asked her why she continued to harass me when we had shared so much, including almost having a child together. She admitted that she was never pregnant, and she said that because she thought I wasn't paying enough attention to her. Yo.
Imagine having to fake a pregnancy to get attention from your partner.
Yo.
What?
I could
What?
never. You have to be psycho.
Because not only did you just traumatize the man that you no longer have a baby, you did that twice by saying you aborted it. And then to traumatize him to be like, actually, I'm not having this child because you suck with your daughter. What?
Dude.
Like, how much attention do you need? God damn. Amen.
I think we all
uh,
can agree that that lady needs some help and that maybe he dodged a bullet.
100%. Good thing she wasn't actually pregnant. Damn.
Whew, imagine being stuck with a baby with that lady.
Okay. My ex bought a new phone and lost all of his phone numbers. Asked me to text him so he can save my number again. As him and I drive home, I text him, "Hey sexy, what's up?" And he responds, "Hey, can't talk right now. I'll text you back in 5." I figure he's messing with me and forgot about it. As soon as we get home, he goes to the bathroom. A moment later, my phone lights up. I feel like we can see where this is going. The ex said, "So hey, what's up?" Me. So this is like them texting each other, but he
Yeah,
doesn't know it's her.
it's
I'm pretty
her.
sure.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So ex. So hey, what's up? Me. Not much. You? Ex. Super horny. Wanna meet up tonight? Me. Why not right now? Horny too. X. Okay, we'll try to make it ASAP. Cool? Me. Yeah. A moment later, he comes out of the bathroom for the following conversation. X. I'm actually gonna head home, I think. Don't feel too good. Is that okay? Me. Okay. X. Oh, but can you text me real quick so I have your number? Me. Sure. I send him a text while he stands in the same room as me. Hi. Him. Fuck. I forgot exactly what happened afterwards, but I vaguely remember removing him forcefully from my apartment.
Yo, we got to catch up with this
Oh
chat real quick.
my god.
I'm literally, you can see my facial expressions. I'm shocked. That is ridiculous.
That is actually insane.
If that happened, I think I probably would have. Listen, I'm not here for like assault. I would never hit anybody, but I think a shoe might get thrown.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But like, also, she dodged a bullet with this one because had she probably never known that her man was cheating on her the whole time.
That's so crazy. Like, I don't even have words. Like,
Yeah.
how are you that reckless?
I think the story is telling itself, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's insanity. Whew. I'll read
I'm
you
so
guys
proud of
another
you.
one, all right? Okay, guys. Let's let's listen. I dated a guy who didn't wear shoes ever. Ever. Come winter, I took him on a hike up to the mountains near my house. I told him to wear boots, and it's winter and snowing. Man brings flip-flops. Oh, we already know we already know we don't like flip-flops. We made it up a couple flight of stairs before he complains his feet are too cold to go any further.
Duh.
On our way down, I thought to myself, what the fuck am I doing dating a man who doesn't wear shoes? The He'd be barefoot on the dirty city streets. There was one restaurant in town that allow him inside with no shoes. Real winner, that one, huh? I am disgusted. Literally, how do you even start dating a man that's not wearing shoes in public? Like black, nasty feet? Like, is he going and laying in bed after a long day outside and your fucking sheets are black with
No.
fucking
No.
crusty dusties?
Oh my god.
Red flag already. Ew,
Ew.
what happened to no shoes, no shirt, no service?
Okay, so this guy says, this person says, I was dating a guy for a brief minute against my better judgment. And one of my really beautiful friends fell in the shower and broke her nose. His response was, haha, good. I like when girls who are too full of themselves get their faces messed up. After the horror of what he said wore off, I promptly dumped and blocked him. His mom texted me a few days later to tell me that I wasn't a nice girl and her son deserved better. What?
Okay. I'm just confused.
Oh my word.
I don't like this one.
Easy. That's so
What is wrong
mean.
with him? It is. What's wrong with him? Oh yeah, I'm happy. She's full of herself. She deserved to get her face fucked up. After she
Yeah.
broke her nose.
Mom and son relationships are so weird. Or they can be
Very
really
weird.
weird. Like, why
Yeah.
are you validating your son saying such bad things about, like, your gender? You know, like, that's so
Yeah.
crazy.
Weird
That's just
shit
abuse.
going
It's
on, y'all.
100%. 100%. Yeah. Not only was there just, like, zero empathy, there was also just, like, where's the humanity? Boy moms are
Yeah.
mad weird. 100%.
Yeesh. I'm ready to get into some real tea.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Siebes?
I am ready.
All right, guys. The difference is those stories are from Reddit. The next ones are going to be from you guys. And I already know some of you have gone through it. We're getting into your submissions now. So remember, if you guys submitted something on the Google Doc, we're going to be roasting you now, okay? Okay, maybe not roasting, but I might judge you just a little.
Yeah, this is definitely the part that I've been waiting for. Because last week, y'all were crazy. And I think it's only gotten worse. So we went through your submissions. And when I tell you this stuff is messy, like, I don't even know how some of y'all got into these situations and stayed in them. It's unreal.
Sheesh.
So we're basically going to break them down and decide, was this toxic or did you ignore every red flag in existence? So anyways, I do want to start with some that got submitted last week that we didn't read through because we just straight up didn't have any time.
I'm excited to hear some tea, guys. Woo. I still can't stop thinking about watermelon after last week's episode.
Oh my god. All right, so here's the story. I was on the phone with my boyfriend when I was on a vacation, and we were making jokes and stuff. And then my boyfriend's friend in the background said, "What about those messages with Jay?" Here's the background on Jade. Sorry. Here's the background on Jade. Okay. Jade is a girl that liked my boyfriend in the past, but also one of his friends before I knew him and told him I didn't want him talking to her because I knew she was up to no good. But after I heard her name, I made him share his screen on FaceTime. I went through all of the messages between him and her, and he wasn't making any flirty comments or anything. But Jade said, but Jade was hearting his messages, putting blushing emojis, and they were telling each other good night and good morning. And I was pissed and I cussed him out and blocked her number on his phone. But he was apologizing, saying he didn't know what he was supposed to do. And I was on vacation, so I wasn't trying to be depressed. I really love him, so I forgave him. I don't know. I guess this kind of brings up like the question, like I think we talked about it a little bit last week. Is can males and females be friends? Right? Like I like this kind of the texting good night and good morning is very relationship vibes to me.
Right.
So that already in itself kind of sounds like emotional cheating in a sense.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A daily text? Who? Why are you thinking about me daily if you don't like me?
Do you think people forgive things too easily because they don't want to be alone? Yeah. 100%. I think this is why it's so important to not only love yourself, but like learn how to have fun with yourself and appreciate yourself in a way that like you can exist alone and be completely okay with it. It doesn't mean that you need to be like so okay by yourself that that's where you're going to be stuck forever. But I feel like you need to be so okay with yourself and so like in love with yourself that like you can choose better than choosing someone that's going to treat you poorly. It's actually really funny because like I was in a similar situation. Like I remember being for a very long time, I was the social butterfly of my friend group. I hated being alone. I had no enjoyment. I like didn't want to do anything. Like, I always want to be with people. My FOMO, oh my God, was so bad. I hated feeling left out. Like, it would almost make me sick, like physically sick. When I finally left, I was literally leaving like a family almost. Like people that I saw daily,
Yeah.
like all the time.
That's hard.
And that's when I finally learned to love who I am as a person. And not only love, but like be very accepting of who I am and allow myself to grow. Because I was like so accepting and how much I like loved myself, I gave myself permission to finally grow and be a better person, not only to myself but to people around me as well. And like when I could finally
I think that
figure
it
out
shows.
what?
I said that it shows in the way that you treat yourself and others. It shows that you care so much about yourself and you respect yourself that you don't let other people treat you differently than the way you feel about yourself.
Yeah. Cuz like if I'm going to treat myself poorly, I'm going to let people treat me poorly. And that's not okay. I deserve so much better. Everybody deserves better.
Yeah,
But
I know. But I love how it reflects in who you are as a person too. And like I love how you stand up for yourself or like people around you too. Like it shows so much.
so I guess kind of the conclusion of this story is that whoever this is, your boyfriend was emotionally cheating on you. And I think either if you're still with them, you need to address the situation and need to see some real change before continuing on any further. Okay, so the title of this story is Stalker or Keeping Me Safe. I was seeing this guy for like a month. Nothing serious, but we were hanging out a lot. One day, I get a notification on my phone that an AirTag is moving with me. Goddamn.
What?
I check my car and there's one hidden under my seat. I asked him about it, thinking maybe it was a mistake or something, and he fully admitted he put it there if something ever happened to me. We were not exclusive, so they
Ooh.
saw this person for a few weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? I'm typing this in. Do you get a notifications for someone else's AirTag? I see in the
Yeah.
chat Wool said yes.
If it stays with you, you do get a notification.
You do.
Or if there's like one nearby or something, yeah.
That man outed himself. Oh, that's scary. Wait a minute. It's one thing to
Good.
allow a partner to have your location on Find My iPhone, but it's another thing to be like having an AirTag hidden on you. Like that's just weirdo vibes. Like Scar says, if I found a woman had put an AirTag on my car, I'd go nuts.
But would like
Sounds
to
like
show you
this
his
man is
bear.
psycho.
Okay, so I guess when it happened, they froze and laughed it off.
That's it?
The question that they want us to answer is, are they insane?
Yes. How'd you just laugh it off? That makes them think that it's okay. I would have like slapped them up. I don't slap people.
Yeah. They're stalking, 100%.
They're stalking. Yes.
This day and age, like, just share your location or, like, ask for someone's location at that
Yeah,
point,
but they
you
had
know?
barely been dating for a few weeks, so like they knew it was not okay and tried to play it off as
Yeah.
keeping them safe. It just sounds like he wants to catch her like seeing somebody else so he can follow her around. Like it's giving he has trust issues. Yeah, I don't like it. That gives me the ick because I share my location with so many people, like my best friends, my partners, my sisters, my niece. Like I'll give you my location because if you want to know I'm safe, then fine. But like I'm allowing you to have that. If you don't have it, then there's a reason behind it. What do you think? Tell me, Siebes. I see your brain going crazy.
I mean, it's just, like, yeah, they are insane. if I wanted you to know where I was, I'd give you my location.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to know
100.
where I am. And also,
Yeah,
like, that
I
early
agree.
on, too. Especially, it sounds like they weren't together for very long. So it's just, like, super out of pocket, I think.
I don't know. I think if you guys are just a situationship, you don't need my location. If we're just friends with benefits, you don't, you know. Once
But
we're in a
even if
committed
you're...
relationship,
Sorry.
then
Even if you're moving into a relationship, like, you don't need my location until, like, we're official.
yeah, I agree. I mean, even then, like, I don't think that you have to share your location in a relationship. Like, I think two people talk about
No.
that, and if they agree, but like,
Yeah.
it's not
It's not super
like,
necessary. Just kind of, like, nice, though.
yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so this story sounds like it kind of ties into the whole location thing. So the title to this story, location off equals never good.
Woo!
Okay. I was
True.
at his house, like literally in his bed, and something felt off. So I checked his Snap location. Tell me why. It said he was downtown at a bar. So I'm sitting there like, am I crazy? Is that a glitch? I then casually bring it up, and he's like, yeah, I turned my location off earlier. It bugs sometimes.
No.
I believed him, then stayed the night. Next
No.
day, I found out he was at the bar earlier with another girl while I was literally going to stay the night.
Jaw dropped. Were they in a relationship? They had to be.
So it sounds like they were seeing each other for a few weeks or months.
Dude,
Yeah.
a man turns off his location, it's for a reason. You better run, homie. These men are sneaky.
So it sounds like they
Bluetooth.
do not talk anymore. But her
Good.
question is, should I have left sooner?
Yes. Girl, as soon as that man said I wasn't at the bar, it glitched. I would have knew he was lying. I would have been, give me your phone, homie. Let me see them text messages. Let me see
I don't
what
think you
you
need
was
text
talking.
messages to validate that he was cheating.
Don't talk to him ever again. She doesn't talk to him no more. She's a smart girl. She's smarter.
So should you have left sooner? If you stayed with this man longer than, or after this, then yes, you should have left his ass right then and there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. If you didn't know, you didn't know, though. So if you left when you found out, then absolutely you did a great job. Kudos to you, homie. But if you kept talking to him and like it went on for a few weeks, then yeah. I love that. Okay, do we have more stories?
We do have more stories.
Oh, okay.
So this story title is I Blocked Him.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay, go ahead. Spill the tea.
We got into a fight, so I blocked him on everything to be dramatic. Already red
Ooh.
flag. Toxic.
Blocked him on everything. Okay.
Okay, continuing. Tell me why I then proceeded to check his IG from my other account, his TikTok, his Spotify playlist, everything.
Oh, she's
my
being
God.
an investigator. Yeah.
And when he didn't reach out, I got mad like, hello, fight for me. He has my email.
Okay.
Girl.
Oh, she
Damn,
wants.
even the
She wanted.
Spotify.
Okay, but I can understand in a way when you break up with somebody and they just act like they don't care. I can get that. But
It doesn't sound like they broke
naturally-
up. They were just in a fight.
oh, they were just in a fight.
Yeah.
Block? Oh God. Okay.
So the question they want us to answer is, am I the problem? Yes.
Okay, wait. They got in a fight.
You are the
homie
problem.
blocks her. He blocked her on everything right away.
So they got in a fight, and she blocked him on everything.
Oh,
but then,
what
like,
a
kept
psycho.
checking all the socials with her second account.
Oh, she's stupid.
Like, girl, why
do
you
even
got so
block him?
many accounts?
She's
I
a
got
dummy.
questions.
She dummy.
Oh my god.
Do we have more
Okay.
stories?
We do. Okay, so I have to laugh at this. So, one of the questions on here is what did they do that was toxic? And this person said existed.
Oh God, okay. Let's get this one. I like it already.
So, a girl literally DM'd me saying that she had been seeing the same guy as me. She had screenshots, dates, everything. He told me she was crazy and obsessed with him. And I believed him. I'm still with him.
I've had that happen to me before. Nope, he's cheating on you. Get to stepping, homie. Why are you still with him? Did they out themselves? Because we need to have a conversation. Who is it?
No.
Wait a minute. You believe the fucking toxic man that's lying and gaslighting you? Are you dumb? Break up with him.
So my question is, you submitted this to our stream about toxic exes. You know he's toxic. I don't think I need to say anything else.
Yep, he's toxic as and you need to break up with him. They sound just as bad as me. Stupid as Just kidding. I'm sorry. Listen, that's a man that will gaslight you, be a manipulator. He'll tell you anything you want to hear, and you're dumb enough to believe it. Oof.
Yeah.
Moving on. This one made me mad. I'm just kidding.
So their question is, are they insane? I think the question is, are you the problem? And yes. Okay. On to the next.
Yep.
Okay, so the title of this one is My Brain Was Confused. I was seeing this guy for a while, and the best way I can describe it is I was never fully secure, but never fully out either. Like when we were good, it felt really good. He'd be affectionate, make plans, act like he cared, and I'd be like, okay, this is finally stable. But then out of nowhere, he'd just switch. Less texting, shorter replies, taking longer to answer, not really engaging in the same way. And I could feel it immediately, like something was off. But if I brought it up, he'd say everything was fine. So then I'd sit there overthinking everything, like rereading messages, wondering if I said something wrong, trying to figure out what changed. Instead of being honest about how I felt, I'd just try to adjust. Be more chill, not double text, not overreact, basically shrink myself so that I didn't push him away. The worst part is I started measuring his interest based on the small things, like how fast he'd reply, how he said goodnight, if he made plans or not. And I knew it wasn't healthy, but I kept telling myself, this is just how he is, or I just need to be more patient. It got to a point where I felt anxious more than I felt happy. Like I was constantly waiting for him to either come closer or pull away again. And even when it ended, it didn't feel clean. It just kind of faded, which somehow made it harder to let go because there was never a real, this is done moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the question is, am I the problem?
absolutely. Because he gave you every red flag and you ignored it and adjusted yourself to a man that you knew had a problem. So you're the problem for staying in a relationship with a man that you knew was so unhappy that probably could care less about you and you ignored it because you didn't want to be alone, is what it sounds like. You sound so dumb. And I can say that because I'm dumb. I think that you need to stop ignoring the red flags. And if a man is acting like he's miserable with you, then he is. So break up with him and get to stepping.
So the good news is they are no longer with this person. They're no longer speaking to this person. So that's good.
Oh,
Proud of
that's
you. Good job.
great. I am proud of you. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, like any sort of relationship problem, anything, if there's something hot or cold about it, get out.
Yep. Listen
Like,
to yourself.
yeah. Like, that's a
You do.
red flag. Like, don't try to. There's
It's
no
not
way
worth
it's
it.
gonna get any better,
Not at all.
unfortunately. Like, I do think in a relationship, you guys equal 100%, right? So it's like sometimes someone's going to be 90 and someone's going to be 10. Sometimes someone's going to be 40 and someone's going to be 60. And sometimes it's going to be 50-50. Like, it can kind of go up and down. But like hot or cold is like 0 and 100. Like, and I don't think if you're in like a good, healthy, stable relationship, it ever gets to that point. Anyways, the title of this story is I Fell Too Fast.
Okay.
I started talking to someone new not long after getting out of something that drained me, and it felt so easy at first. He was consistent, actually made plans, showed up when he said he would. I didn't have to guess what he was thinking, which should have felt like a green flag, but instead, it low key stressed me out. Like, I'd catch myself thinking, okay, but what's the catch? Because I wasn't used to things being so normal. Okay, so sounds like crazy situation before this that has that now you're seeing someone that's stable and you're like, whoa, this is crazy. Okay. Then I started noticing how much I was thinking about him, like checking my phone, rereading conversations, getting excited over small things. And I started over analyzing, but in a different way. Not because he was doing anything wrong, but because I didn't trust the situation yet. If he replied a bit slower one day, I instantly would feel that anxiety again, even though logically I knew he wasn't doing anything wrong. And I think the worst part is I didn't even know if I actually liked him or if I liked how he made me feel compared to my last situation. It started feeling intense really fast, even though nothing bad was happening, which made me question myself more than him. Like, why am I acting like this when he's actually doing everything right?
She sounds like she is used to trauma and she doesn't know how to react to a healthy person.
Yeah, so the question is, am I the problem?
And this situation, yes, absolutely, because you are creating something that doesn't exist.
In the situation with this guy, yes. Is it valid? Validated? Yes. Because it sounds like you had a really shitty situation before. So it kind of sucks that unfortunately your mind is like all jumbled because this person is messed up. Are you the problem? Yeah,
Both. I'm just kidding. You're the
unfortunately.
problem. Yeah.
Like, that's a toxic cycle that unfortunately you're going to have to break. And it's going to suck, but it's necessary. Um, yeah, I mean, like, I've been there. It also kind of describes like my situation with like my ex that I was with for almost 2 years, and then I went into another relationship, or not really, like a situationship after that, and everything was fine and dandy with him, but I was so accustomed to such a terrible cycle that I just didn't really know what was real and what was not, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's hard. It's a hard cycle to kind of get through. But are
Yeah.
you the problem? Unfortunately. Is it fixable? Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%. I agree.
But yeah. I did. These are
Yeah.
like literally like my favorite times of the week, y'all. Like, I hope you guys know that. The viewers are what makes this go
Yeah.
smooth and keeps us entertained.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie, some of you have definitely been going through it, and I kind of need a moment after all these stories to just digest.
Like I said, like, this is why I love this, because it's like you don't really realize how crazy something is until you actually hear it out loud.
Yeah, but I'm also really curious what stories you guys think was the worst one tonight. Put it in the chat. Let me know which one you guys think was the worst story that we had to go over today.
So next week, like I said, we're going to be switching things up a little bit. So this week was all about your toxic tales, and next week it's straight up unhinged and embarrassing.
Like your worst dates ever, drunk mistakes. I can't believe I did this stories, secondhand embarrassment, all of it. Basically, the kind of stories where you read it and you physically cringe. Yeah, those kind.
But yeah, because if it's bad, or we're reading it.
But yeah, this was off the record. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We both appreciate you being here with us.
We'll be back next Sunday, same time. So 3 p.m. EST or 12 p.m. PST, whatever that is in any other time zone, with way more chaos. But
Woo.
good night, everybody.
Good night,
See you next
guys.
time.